My sister slipped something into my glass at her anniversary party. With a smile that hid betrayal, I quietly switched glasses with her husband, and then everything. Update 1, I'm Miranda, 34, and last Saturday, I attended my sister Vanessa's 10th anniversary party. The ballroom sparkled with champagne flutes and laughter as I admired her seemingly perfect marriage. But when I returned from the bathroom, I caught Vanessa's reflection in the window. Her hand hovered over my glass, dropping something inside with a secretive smile. My stomach knotted as childhood memories resurfaced. Without hesitation, I switched my glass with her husband Nathan's. If you've ever faced betrayal from family, where would you draw the line? Like and subscribe to join me on this journey of shattered trust. Growing up with Vanessa wasn't easy. 3 years my senior, she turned everything into a competition. When I made the cheerleading squad in high school, she convinced the captain I had cheated on tryouts. When I brought home my first boyfriend, she mysteriously started tutoring him in chemistry. 2 weeks later, they were dating. Our parents chalked it up to sisterly rivalry, but it felt more sinister than that. Despite everything, I desperately wanted a normal relationship with my only sibling. Every betrayal was followed by tearful apologies and promises to change. I'd forgive her, hoping this time would be different. It never was. When Vanessa met Nathan Calloway during her senior year of college, I was genuinely happy for her. He was kind, successful, and most importantly, he seemed immune to her manipulative tendencies. When they married 3 years later, I stood beside her as maid of honor, truly believing she had finally matured. Over the decade of their marriage, our relationship improved somewhat. We weren't best friends, but we managed civil family gatherings and occasional shopping trips. I convinced myself the past was behind us. Last month, I received a beautifully embossed invitation to their 10th anniversary celebration. The timing couldn't have been better. I had just been promoted to senior account manager at my marketing firm, but my personal life was in shambles after ending a 2-year relationship with a man who couldn't commit. A glamorous party seemed like the perfect distraction. The celebration was held at the Bellevue, the city's most exclusive hotel. Vanessa had spared no expense. Crystal chandeliers hung from the ceiling, casting a warm glow over the crowd of about 60 guests. Ice sculptures shaped like swans flanked a champagne fountain. A string quartet played softly in the corner. Our parents, Robert and Susan, greeted me warmly when I arrived. Dad looked uncomfortable in his tuxedo, but beamed with pride, watching Vanessa work the room. Mom kept straightening the centerpieces when the staff wasn't looking. "Miranda, you made it." Vanessa air-kissed my cheeks when she spotted me. Her Vera Wang dress probably cost more than my monthly salary. "Love the dress. Rental, right?" she whispered with a smile that didn't reach her eyes. "It's great to see you too," I replied, ignoring the jab. "Everything looks amazing." "Well, some of us have successful marriages to celebrate," she said, squeezing my arm just a little too hard. "You'll find someone eventually. Maybe stop being so picky." Before I could respond, Nathan appeared at my side. Unlike Vanessa, his smile seemed genuine. "Miranda, you look fantastic." He hugged me warmly. "How's the new position treating you?" "It's challenging, but exciting," I said, grateful for the subject change. "We need to catch up properly. Save me a dance later." Nathan winked. Vanessa's expression tightened. "Darling, the Andersons just arrived. We should greet them." She practically dragged him away, glancing back at me with narrowed eyes. Throughout the cocktail hour, I mingled with familiar faces. Vanessa's college roommate, Bethany, mentioned how brave I was for attending solo. Our cousin Tyler, perpetually inappropriate, asked if I was still playing the field. I maintained my smile, through it all, nursing a single glass of wine. I noticed something odd as the evening progressed. Nathan kept looking in my direction, his expression unreadable. Whenever he and Vanessa stood together, they maintained physical distance despite the anniversary celebration. When they thought no one was watching, they exchanged tense whispers. Something wasn't right in paradise. During dinner, I was seated at a table with distant relatives and Vanessa's work colleagues, rather than at the family table. Nathan frowned when he saw the arrangement, but didn't comment. As servers cleared the entree plates, he suddenly appeared at my side. "Mind if I steal you for a moment?" he asked. "There's someone I want you to meet." Instead of introducing me to anyone, he led me to a quiet corner near the terrace doors. "I needed a break," he confessed. "Vanessa's been on edge for weeks planning this party. It turned out beautifully," I offered. "Yeah, well, appearances matter most to her." His voice held a bitterness I'd never heard before. "How have you really been, Miranda?" We hardly talk anymore without Vanessa interrupting. Something in his tone made me pause. "Is everything okay between you two? This is a strange conversation to have at your anniversary party." Nathan ran a hand through his hair. 10 years is a long time to maintain a facade. I thought marriage would change her, but some people just... He stopped abruptly, looking over my shoulder. "She's watching us." I turned slightly, and caught Vanessa staring. Her champagne flute, clutched so tightly, I feared it might shatter. The look in her eyes sent a chill down my spine. "I should get back," Nathan said, "but let's catch up properly soon. I miss having someone normal to talk to." He squeezed my hand and walked away. As I watched him return to his wife, I couldn't shake the feeling that something significant was unfolding beneath the perfectly orchestrated celebration. After my conversation with Nathan, I found myself hyper-aware of every interaction between the anniversary couple. They performed their roles perfectly, when the spotlight was on them, sharing tender glances during the anniversary toast, and laughing appropriately at the best man's speech about their courtship. But in unguarded moments, I caught glimpses of strange silence and cold stares. During the first dance, Nathan whispered something that made Vanessa's smile falter. When the song ended, she immediately separated from him, making a beeline for her college friends, while he retreated to the bar. Curious, I casually positioned myself within earshot of Nathan's conversation with the bartender. "Make it a double," he requested, sliding his empty glass forward. "Rough night?" the bartender asked. "Rough decade," Nathan muttered before noticing me and straightening his posture. "Miranda, join me for a drink." I accepted his offer, ordering a sparkling water. "Pacing myself," I explained. "Long night ahead, smart woman, unlike some people I know." He lowered his voice. "Can I confide something? Promise it won't get back to Vanessa." I nodded, intrigued. "This marriage is suffocating me, has been for years." He stared into his scotch. "I've stayed for appearances, family expectations, shared business interests. But lately, I've been wondering if any of that is worth the constant walking on eggshells." "Have you tried counseling?" I asked, genuinely concerned. 3 different therapists. Each time, Vanessa charms them completely, then refuses to go back when they eventually suggest she might contribute to our problems. He shook his head. "You know her better than anyone. The woman the world sees isn't the real Vanessa." Now you can watch the second part by pressing share and more.